If the International Phonetic Alphabet has symbols and sounds you haven't mastered yet, it's time for IPA and IPAs with Molly.
Hi everybody! Welcome to IPA and IPAs, an unfussy show about the International Phonetic Alphabet and beer. I'm Molly from mollydoesdialects, and today we are learning about glide consonants. But first, what am I drinking today? So, today, from Urban South Brewing Company in New Orleans, Louisiana, I have a Snowball Juice Hazy Juicy IPA. So I've been really trying to drink more IPA on this show lately, and I read about this one first. It said each batch has 5 pounds of hops added, and it has 50 IBUs, which are International Bitterness Units. Oh, I poured that maybe poorly. Oh well. So it's got 50 IBUs, so it's a little more bitterness heavy than I would normally pick my beer, but from what I've been reading online, it doesn't taste that bitter. So I'm here to test it and see if this head ever goes down. We'll see about that, but I can't smell it. I smell grapefruit, and I feel like I say that about every IPA, but I think that's common. I think the head has gone down enough for me to try it, so here we go. Cheers. Okay, so right at the beginning, it tastes really strongly of kind of like citrus, like the grapefruit hits you in the face, and it also kind of hits like herby. And it gets sweet in the middle. It almost tastes like lemon at the end. I don't know if this is a legitimate way to beer taste or not, but that's what I taste. And actually, I really don't hate this. It's still more bitter on the end than I like my beer. But perhaps I'm growing tolerant of IPAs. We can all learn new things. I'll drink to that. So, what's a glide consonant? A glide consonant is a consonant where your airstream isn't interrupted or detoured in your mouth, and your mouth glides from one position to the next. All of these glide consonants are always followed by a vowel or a diphthong sound. So the sound we're going to move through into the vowel or the diphthong that follows. And there are 3 of them that we're going to talk about today. So the first glide consonant we're talking about today is the sound W, as in, wow, it's warm. It's quite warm in Houston today where I am. And so basically it's a W. It looks like this. So basically, W is a lowercase w, and it's labial-velar. So it's made with your lips and your velum, which is your soft palate. W. Wow! Our next glide consonant is also labial-velar, and it's the sound as in which. And I'm exaggerating it a little bit. In kind of relaxed general American speech, people don't usually use this one, but when you get into kind of elevated speech, or I guess certain people will say like, what, why, which. And that looks almost like a lowercase m, but it's pointy. So it looks like this. So it's a capital M, but it only goes halfway up, if you can see, because the size of phonetics is important. Size matters. Yeah. And is also labial-velar, so also with your lips and your velum. And it's the voiceless labial-velar approximate, which approximates cover a lot of different ones, but the glide consonants are approximate. So we have w, and we have h. And they're made in the exact same place in your mouth, but one is voiced, wow, and one is voiceless, wow. You wouldn't say that. The last glide consonant we're talking about today is a palatal glide, and that is the sound y, y. Basically, we might think of it as a Y. It's the sound that begins the word you, yield, youth, and y is palatal. And so that's talking about your hard palate. We've talked about your alveolar ridge, the bumpy place behind your front teeth. If you take your tongue and you run it from your alveolar ridge and you start to go back, there's that hard part. That's your hard palate. So to make this sound, the tip of your tongue is going to stay behind your bottom front teeth, and your tongue is going to arch up in the middle, like you're about to say the vowel sound E, ye, ye. But it's going to glide through from that position to whatever comes next. So if we were saying yellow, yellow, or youth, your mouth is going to move to the vowel sound or the diphthong sound that comes after that. And this one looks like this. It looks like a lowercase j in written English, but in IPA that's the sound y, y. You, yellow, yield. And those are the glide consonants. We have w as in wow, warmth, we're warm. We have as in which, why, what. Usually this is spelled WH, and these two are cognate pairs, so they're made in the same place, in the same manner in your mouth, but one is voiced, w, and one is voiceless. And then we have the palatal glide, y, youth, yield, yonder. And those are the glide consonants. Thank you for joining me this lovely afternoon to learn about glide consonants. I hope you enjoyed yourself and you learned something. Please let me know in the comments below, as always, what are you drinking? What would you like me to try? Do you have any questions about glide consonants? Some of the stuff can get confusing, so please don't be shy. Please reach out if you have questions. I love to hear them. Thank you so much for joining me today on IPA and IPAs. Cheers, everybody.
You can never fail with the fresh pale ale and Molly.
The color is very hazy beer colored. I'm not very good at describing beer. Glide.